Like I used to have questions like why every time my album dropped, Jay would drop right on top of me. He wouldn't let me breathe or right before me. Like I was always close, and I'm always thought like, damn, if a kid back then it was physical copies. So if you had $20, $20 that you saved up and you was gonna buy an album and it's under the same house, Rockefeller between Jay and Beanie Sigel, you won't 9 times out of 10 you won't buy the Jay-Z album. I never understood that every single album that I dropped, Jay dropped right on top of me.
You've heard the rumors, but now we're getting the truth straight from Beanie Sigel himself. The man who was once part of the Rockefeller empire is opening up about what really went down between him and Jay-Z. And it's not what you think. For years, people speculated that Jay-Z was holding Beanie back, but Beanie's been quiet up until now. He's exposing the hidden truths behind why his albums were getting buried and why it seemed like Jay-Z was always one step ahead of him, dropping his albums right on top of Beanie's. But here's the kicker. Beanie says it wasn't just Jay-Z pulling the strings. There's somebody else involved, and you won't believe who. Was it just a coincidence, or was it something more sinister? Was Jay-Z sabotaging Beanie's career, or was it something deeper within the rock camp? And what does Dame Dash have to say about all of this? Beanie dropped some serious bombs that are going to have you questioning everything you thought you knew about the Rockefeller empire. Now I'm about to play this clip for y'all, but before I do, I just need you to like, leave your thoughts down below in the comment section, and subscribe. Let's get into it.
You would have went with Dame, but how you feel about the people that push that narrative and say that Jay held you back? Because I know you personally, you don't believe it, but break that down to the people why you don't believe that.
I mean, because I don't know, the person that I am, I don't think one man could destroy another man's life. It's ultimately in your own decisions. You know, I had a lot of issues. Like I said, legal issues at the time. And, you know, my mind wasn't where I'm at now today. So if that's true, because I heard that, I actually seen a interview, damn, what's his name? That's my man too. Comedian, T. Kirkland.
You're TK Kirkland. He made him come into my platform.
Oh, he was doing an interview with you. He said on your.
What happened was on Rockefeller, I felt that Jay-Z, Beanie Sigel was the shit.
Yeah, he was fired.
And they would only let Beanie Sigel only sell so many records. This came from an executive at Rockefeller, because I knew everybody. And they would only let Beanie sell so many records. And that was it. And they wouldn't push it no more. But Beanie, they would you couldn't be bigger than Jay-Z on Jay-Z's label, if that makes any sense. They wasn't gonna push you to that you couldn't be bigger than Jay-Z. You couldn't sell more records than Jay-Z. But all you had to do was listen to Beanie Sigel, and Beanie Sigel was, oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, he said that. That was the first of me actually hearing that. Like, oh shit. Like I used to have questions like why every time my album dropped, Jay would drop right on top of me. He wouldn't let me breathe or right before me. Like I was always close, and I'm always thought like, damn, if a kid back then it was physical copies. So if you had $20, $20 that you saved up and you was gonna buy an album and it's under the same house, Rockefeller between Jay and Beanie Sigel, you won't 9 times out of 10 you won't buy the Jay-Z album. I never understood that every single album that I dropped, Jay dropped right on top of me. And it was like, damn, like to have in-house competition at that magnitude was crazy. Jay already the boss, but I always thought that, like, let me breathe. But to maliciously plot to hold me back, I don't know, man. don't, I don't believe that. I don't want to believe that. I mean, but like I said, Dame was no better than me
Why you say that?
because he part of making them executive decisions. He a boss just like Jay was a boss. He was a part of that. He had to be a part of those decisions. So, Dame was no better than me.
Man, after hearing all that, it really makes you think about the behind the scenes of the music industry. When you're at the top, it's not just about making great music anymore. It's about power, control, and decisions that affect lives in ways we can't even imagine. I'm not saying that Jay-Z is a villain in this story, but you can't ignore the fact that Beanie Sigel has been open about his struggles, and it makes you question how much of it was within his control and how much of it was influenced by others, especially the people around him. At the same time, it's crazy to think about how much loyalty and brotherhood was there when these two were making history. Jay-Z and Beanie were once on top of the game together, but now it feels like there's a rift that's impossible to ignore. As much as I admire Jay-Z's business moves and how he's built his empire, it's hard to ignore the fact that he may have played a role in holding back somebody as talented as Beanie. It's clear that Beanie Sigel has been through a lot, and his story is a reminder of how tough the music industry can be. But you know what? At the end of the day, both Jay-Z and Beanie Sigel have built legacies that nobody can take away. Sure, there's drama and disagreements, but that's part of the game. People forget how many different forces are pulling the strings behind the scenes. You gotta give credit to both of them for overcoming everything they've been through, and whether we like it or not, their history is tied together in a way that can never be unwritten. So what do y'all think? Do you think Jay-Z intentionally sabotaged Beanie Sigel's career? Or was this just a matter of bad timing and business politics? And what role do you truly think Dame Dash played in all of this? Was he just a bystander, or did he have a hand in what went down with Beanie Sigel's career? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.